Hey everyone, thanks for coming back to my channel, Stay Forever True. Let's talk about the crown chakra. The name just gives it away, doesn't it? It's located right at the top of your head. It is probably if you consider the root to be the first chakra and the crown to be the seventh main chakra, it is the last chakra that is like touching per se the human body. It's still keeping us tapped in to the human body, and it's really I would say like it's a line of demarcation really, and it's a portal as well to the source energy. Okay, so it's when we think about the crown chakra, think about divine, higher self. I just want to be in alignment. I just want to know what's coming. I just want to be Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Like the crown chakra really embodies that energy. And the main thing to remember about this chakra is that, or chakra, is that it is disassociated from the ego. It's probably one of the hardest chakras to dwell within while being here as a human, because it is disassociated from the physical world. Just think of like a bird that's just out there soaring by itself up in the sky. It's detached from the world. It can see what's happening down here. And yes, it's a part of it, because that bird has to come back down here to this 3D world, right? It has to come down here to earth with us, humble itself with us just to eat, because that's what it has to do to sustain itself, and then it can go back up and fly. So that's kind of what you can think of with that crown chakra, is that it just pulls you out of what's happening here on earth, what's happening with the physical world. This is why some people who dwell in this space more often than others, who are in their higher chakras, they can seem kind of aloof, detached, or they can seem a little off, like dreamy, like, okay, like, can you just get back and focus? Like, where are you at? Like, I need you to come back here. And the reason why I say it's hard to dwell in this place is because you really are connecting with divine spiritual energy, and sometimes that's hard to come down here and do that and go to work and make a check and pay somebody to live here on earth when the earth was just given to us, right? So it's very hard for a person to go back and forth between those two worlds. But I found that one of the best ways to connect your crown chakra to the other chakras, to just being here as a human on earth, is to take whatever divine is giving you, whatever insights, words, energy, visions that source is giving you, that God is giving you, and then allow yourself to interpret that and make it something that can be useful here on earth. That's what manifestation is that you're taking in this vision that's literally coming from nowhere, and you're using it through all your chakras, through your words, through how you feel, through your mind, through your emotions, through your confidence and your willpower to get it done, and then you're cementing it within that root chakra and allowing it to grow and actually sustain itself and become something. That's the manifestation. You're bringing it in from source and just going through all those chakra systems to make it real. That's the root chakra. So that's why it's important to not block off your crown chakra. But sometimes it can be hard because you're here as a human and you have this human experience that you must experience. And just sometimes you just don't feel like being human. You'd rather just be up in this space of just like, I'm done with y'all. But sometimes it's harder to connect with this space if you are a person who's a bit more, I want to get some blue in there, a bit more logical, a bit more just separated from the spiritual world. If you necessarily haven't always connected with that, tapped into that, maybe you're more, it really doesn't matter like your zodiac sign, but some people, they dwell more in the spiritual world than they do in the physical world, and vice versa. I should say. But certain ways to help to open up this chakra, heal this chakra, is of course to heal any spiritual and religious beliefs that you've had from your past. Whether it be maybe you feel some type of condemnation against yourself if you're not following a certain spiritual practice or religious practice. You might feel bad about not doing that. Heal that part of yourself, understand where that's coming from, and allow yourself to explore what your higher self wants you to explore and needs you to explore in order to grow as a spirit. Working on your crown chakra helps you to grow as a spirit, because although you are enlightened and you know all these things because you are working on that crown chakra, you are a spiritual being. We all are, right? Even though we are enlightened, the beauty of having that crown chakra as a human being is that we take that information, take those downloads that we get from spirit, and we make it a human thing. We try to create that thing which connects us with source. Everything that we create, it's like that Babylon, right? When they were making this tower or whatever, too, Tower of Babel, isn't that what it was? They're making this freaking tower to get to the heavens. Like, we're always trying to connect with source, and we're always connected to source, and it shows up in the things that we create, the things that we do. It shows up all the time, and that's the beauty of it. It's just that transition, allowing yourself to use that vision that you have from God, those feelings that you're getting from God, and to believe it so much that you push through and you make it happen. And this is why when you're working with the crown chakra, wearing light colors, having an ample amount of light in your space, getting out in natural light, all of these things, casting light on situations, all that is good, because the key to all of this is that we want enlightenment. We want to know. You know, human beings just want to know things, okay? But once you know it, what do you then do with it? Because some people can just dwell within this crown chakra, third eye energy, and they never produce. They never have any fruits from their intellectual, spiritual labor. So per se, they don't really create fruit from it. Or it's all knowledge. They don't really use it. They don't really actually, they know about yoga, but they don't actually practice yoga. They know what foods to eat, but they don't eat those foods, you know, or what foods could help them and all this, but they don't do that. They know that they should meditate more, but they don't do it. There's this sense of, you know, you have to pull it down. You can't just keep it in your head. When you keep things in that crown chakra space, it leads to depression, anxiety, and just overall just not feeling like you're here, and it can lead to mental illness because your mind is scattered, you're lacking clarity. So the best thing that you can ask for with your crown chakra is to always ask for clarity. You can take a bath with a clear quartz crystal and just let the water run over the clear quartz over your body, even over your head if you're washing your hair, and just let it roll over your head, over your body, and just envision that clear light is coming through, pure light is coming through, pure downloads are coming through to help cleanse your energy, help cleanse your aura, cleanse all of your chakra, and help you to have more insight moving forward. Does that make sense? We got a little airy. But here's some other things you can do to work on that crown chakra. Aura cleanses, which is the one I just told you about. During spiritual baths is going to help cleanse all your chakras. Visualizing white light coming into your body, flowing through all your chakras. Even breathing exercises, seeing light come through your body, and anything like any darkness, any toxicity, anything that you need to detox coming out. Darkness is not always a bad thing, yeah, just so you know that. But anything that's not of serving you, pushing it out and then bringing in the light and allowing that to take over your whole body, just visualizing that and breathing through that for a few minutes every day or every night, or whenever you feel like, okay, it's gonna be stressful, like I'm gonna need for God to come through and help us out. Like, have those moments where you visualize that white light coming through. You can also do scalp massages. Scalp massages are so dope. You can get you some frankincense and some like vitamin E oil from the Dollar Tree, $1.25 tree, let's be for real. And y'all, did y'all know Dollar Tree trying to charge $5 for stuff now too? I know, side note, okay. Head wraps are actually really good. Like, before I did this video, I was like, oh, I should start with crown chakra, because I'm doing like 5 chakra videos today. And I was like, no. Then I was looking at my hair, and I was like, I want my hair to lay down on the side. So I was like, I need to put a scarf on my head so it can kind of like lay down and dry, like in a direction I wanted to dry it. And I was like, you know what? let's do this crown chakra video. I got a head wrap on my head. Let's do it. So wearing head wraps really help because it protects that space. And it's a symbol showing, like, not only am I protecting this space from the external world, from other spiritual entities, and it just takes attention. It can actually bring attention to you, this area, but can take attention away from it if you're covering up your hair. You know, if you have really long hair or really pretty hair or really exotic hair or whatever, people are going to look at your hair. But if you put your hair wrap on, they may notice it. They might say that's really pretty. But at the end of the day, you're protecting your personal energy and you're allowing it to kind of build up in this space. And you don't want it to be exposed, kind of holding in that light, so that energy. Also, I think hair wraps also just put you into a more dormant state. Because you're allowing your hair to rest, allowing your ends of your hair to rest. You can still do your scalp massages in between, like before you go to bed. I still do them, scalp massages, like whenever I get off at like 11 at night. I just do scalp massages the whole way home as I'm driving, allow myself to relax. That really helps to stimulate not only your hair, which your hair is so divine, especially in African culture, like your hair is so divine. It's what connects you to the heavens. So taking more time to do your hair, to have a hair ritual, working on your actual hair and your actual scalp health is so important. Getting the right products, adding essential oils to your shampoos, conditioners, oils, things like that. And really making like an anointing oil for your scalp, anointing like moon water. You can use full moon water and anoint it with different, just put your energy into it. Like that light meditation I told you about, hold it, put that energy into that water, into that oil, put it on your hair. Just put on your hair for like 7 days, 7, 9, 11, any of the really the master numbers, 11, 22, 33, but like 11, 7, and 9 are all very spiritual numbers that I connect those to the third eye crown chakra energy, 7 and 9 and 11. So you can work with those numbers when you're working with the crown chakra. But as I said, getting rid of your ego. This is similar to like ayahuasca. Like even in ayahuasca, they want you to wear all white because it just kind of strips you of your identity. And also it's just your crown chakra shows us that we're all connected. And this is why sometimes it's hard to dwell in that space, because as humans, especially as an American, as myself, there's this need to be like, no, I'm an individual, iPad, iPhone, like everything is I. You know, it's about the self, it's the individual, it's not the collective, especially like I said, American society. So that can be hard to say, oh no, we're all connected and we all should give and love each other and talk to each other and be of service to one another. We should all create a community. But sometimes that's very hard to do here on earth, you know, because people are dangerous. Stranger danger. People, you can't trust them. Some people are mean. Some people are shifty. They have ulterior motives. Not everybody jives with you like that. Like, people get on your nerves. People trigger you. And also just like, it's just easier to be by yourself. So, which when you're working on the crown chakra, you should be by yourself. You will find yourself in a hermit mode. And I even took notes to say that some of the best times to work on the crown chakra is wherever you live, that time of the year where it's more cold and dormant in the world. In my opinion, it's a good time to work on your crown chakra because you're already going to probably be dormant and more in hermit mode in your home to yourself, not really doing too much. And during that time, that's when you can open yourself up to spirit. Just think about it. When you're quiet, when the house is quiet, you wake up in the middle of the night, you start to have thoughts, stuff just comes to you, you know. You stay up late, stuff just starts to come to you. It's that time by yourself, that time when you're the most quietest and you allow yourself to be in that state. This is why meditation is paramount for this. It's paramount for this chakra. Because it puts you in that numb, clear, gray, not even gray, but just like static position for you to be able to take it in. You know, you have to allow yourself to be quiet and to go within in order to bring in source energy. But even throughout the day, you know, you're driving one way and then in your mind, you're like, no, let's go this way. You know, that's your intuition, that's God, that's spirit telling you, try a different way to work or a different way home. And you may be avoiding something, you may not. Maybe your spirit just need to experience something new. You don't know, but you follow it. And so it's only in those times when you allow yourself to kind of create a little space. Maybe in your car, you always playing music. Turn the music off for a minute and just drive. You might see something and be like, oh, that's pretty cool. And it activates something within you. You don't know. But allow yourself throughout the day to just have those quiet, more meditative times. It's not always the easiest thing, but just try it. Just see if that helps. If you really want to connect with God, with Source, with your higher self, allow yourself to do that. Allow yourself to disconnect from your ego. Oh, I don't usually do that. Oh, that's not me. Da, da, da. You don't know. Disconnect from that. You don't know. Let that go. Like, let that old self go. Shed that self. And this is really why I want to do ayahuasca. Who wants to do ayahuasca with me? I really want to do ayahuasca in Peru. I think that'd be so dope. Because they say it's like the death of the ego. That's pretty much all I have. Oh no, I also want to talk about the crown chakra kind of gives you that you have arrived energy. Like, I'm at peace with myself, with my world, with everything. I have transcended from all this BS. I'm at a more ease. I'm at a more relaxed state. And this is also why I feel like this is really good during those cold seasons, especially like Capricorn, Sag, Aquarius, Pisces, and Scorpio. Like Scorpio up into Pisces energy during that time of the year, especially here in the northern hemisphere. Northern hemisphere, is because those are the times when it's cold, and it corresponds with the zodiac sign. If you use tropical astrology, it corresponds with those zodiac signs, which are already detached in a way. And also they have a very high spiritual connection. Scorpio, it goes with the depths of spirituality. Capricorn is going to give you that cool detached energy, and it's going to look into the future. Remember, I talked about the higher self. Sagittarius gives you that sage energy. It's not going to only just use and know certain things, but it's actually going to implement those things. So you can look and then Pisces kind of takes you even deeper into your spiritual self. Aquarius helps you to look outside. So even if you believe, oh yeah, crystals and chakras, that's the way to go. Maybe when you work on that crown chakra and you connect with Source, you be like, crystal chakras, all that stuff is cool, but this is how I want to, this is where I see myself going. It might not even be in this realm. It may be in another realm. And it's kind of that Aquarius energy takes you completely out of the box. And then Pisces, once again, like I said, takes you even more into your spiritual self. So that time between Scorpio and Pisces, to me, I'm actually going to do a few things to help work on my crown chakra, because I've done crown chakra work here and there, but I really want to go to that next level, especially with my life path number being 11. Like, I should be doing something. Like, I should be transcending even more. So I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, that's all that I have for the crown chakra. I'll be doing several videos talking about crystals that help with it. What do I have right now? Oh, right now I'm just wearing an amethyst ring, something real simple, and I don't have on any other crystal, but you could also use clear quartz. But I'll be doing a full video talking about everything that you can use for the crown chakra. If you found this video helpful, go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think. Watch the other videos in this series, and I love you all. Remember, in all that you do, stay forever true. Peace.